Live MMA presented by Excite Fight is back Friday, September 22nd at the Muckleshoot Event Center. So don't miss this exciting lineup of the Northwest's best fighters, including this man right here, Muckleshoot's rising star, Shane White Eagle. Welcome back to the show, my friend.
Thank you for having me back.
We had Shane on about, like a year ago, and a lot's been going on since then. But let's talk about right now, 10 days away from your big fight. How are you getting ready?
Just busy training every day, and yeah.
So we've got some video. Okay, what is this? What is going on here?
This is like a water bag they can use. It kind of helps like stabilize all the muscles, and you're hitting all kinds of muscles.
So the water, so basically it's the weight and then also the fluidity kind of trains your muscles to be more agile.
Yep, splishing and splashing around, yeah.
Because if you used a regular weight, you can control it better, right? Mm-hmm. So you're training so that you can push a human around like that, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. You're hitting all the muscles.
It's genius. All right, so how long are you training, like each day?
I usually get up in the morning and I'll work out for about an hour or two.
Okay.
Do a little bit of cardio on my lunch, and then train for about 2 to 3 hours after work.
Wow. Who spars with you? Who gets that unlucky job?
All the boys at Wave Combat Sports.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay. It's just got to be so crazy. You're doing this is your life, but you're also a dad. I remember last time I saw you, you had the little tiny baby just born. How is balancing fighting and family?
It's tough. There's a lot of sacrifices, you know. I miss out on a lot of childhood times, but I also get to spend a lot of time with them too, and they know that Dad's chasing the dream.
Mm-hmm. How many kids you have?
5.
5 kids. Mm-hmm. My goodness, you are really got your hands full. And hey, hands down to those mamas out there helping.
For sure.
When you're in the ring, it's in the ring, right? The octagon.
Yep.
Okay. That's all right. I obviously know a lot about fighting, so let's talk a little bit more about that. Last time you were here, you talked about being a kid, growing up in Forks, and becoming an MMA fighter. What were some of your inspirations along the way?
Just seeing the challenges that these guys go through. Mm-hmm. Not just at the athletic standpoint, because I was an athlete, right? But it's a lot more mentally and spiritually, especially being like a Native American.
Yeah.
It's kind of helped me connect to my culture ceremonially.
Yeah, let's talk about that. You're also a member of the Muckleshoot tribe. How does the tribe support kind of guide you and help you? What does it mean to you?
It means everything. It's like all the motivation, all the lifting up, like how I mentioned the ceremony aspect of it.
Yeah.
And like the spiritual aspect, there's a lot of like hardship and trauma and things like that.
Yeah.
And so like when I mean ceremony, it's like me going out there and praying and performing, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I see a scar on your eyebrow. I mean, you're kind of like a warrior in that sense. So how has fighting brought you closer to your culture, let's say?
Obviously being kind of like an influencer, right? A leader or role model.
Yeah.
But again, like the ceremony aspect, the praying, when I go out there and perform, it's performing for my people.
Yeah. What is something surprising about you that no one would know?
I would say just being a father of 5, you know.
Yeah.
I kind of keep my family to myself, you know.
You are, the one thing I love about whenever I'm speaking with you, you just have this calming, very zen presence about you. But you turn it on when you get in the ring. For sure. Where does that come from, that fire?
I don't know, it's just in my blood, maybe the way I was raised, the culture, you know.
So what's next for you? After this fight, what's next?
The biggest and best opportunity, yeah. Yeah,
okay, I like it. So, by the way, what else do you do? Because you mentioned you work out in the morning, then you have the space in between. What else do you do?
So as my job, my 8 to 5, I work armed security.
Oh my gosh. Do your coworkers think this is so cool? They must think you're the coolest.
Yeah, a little bit.
And they're like, don't mess with this guy. Seriously. So I would ask this. If there's someone who's interested in MMA fighting, has never tried it out, what would you say to them?
I would say come try it out.
Okay.
Train safe, train smart.
Yeah. I've actually never seen a fight in real life, but I am going to come to Muckleshoot and check it out because I think that there is so much athleticism and just a lot of strategy in these fights and these matchups. What can someone expect when they come to a fight?
Violence.
Violence.
Yeah.
It's true. But there is strategy, isn't there?
Oh, for sure. You can't just go in there and see red, right, and think that that's going to help you win the fight. It's very strategic.
Okay, so when you say that, when you see red, so do you have to, when like you see an opponent, do you know, like, do you size them up? Do you say, all right, I know this guy's going to lead with the left or the right, or do you?
Yeah, you read everything about him, right? Energy's everything.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Do your kids ever watch you fight?
Yes, they have.
Are they like, oh, wow. I mean, that's going to be hard to see.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you ever go talk to kids in classes and tell them about your story?
Yeah, I even teach like MMA kids camps and stuff like that.
You do? What do you teach at MMA Kids Camp?
Just moving around, the fundamentals of moving, you know.
Okay.
But again, like the cultural aspect too.
Do you see a lot of interest in young kids?
Oh, definitely.
I mean, this is a young kid sport though, right? Okay. Shane, this has been such a pleasure chatting with you, and it's so good to see you again. Congratulations on the baby. I'm so glad everyone's healthy and doing well. And by the way, y'all, don't miss live MMA presented by Excite Fight Friday, September 22nd at the Muckleshoot Event Center. Visit the website on your screen for more info, and remember to cheer for Shane.